Hello. Um, I have had a request also to do some proper names. People stumble upon proper names very often and numbers. Um, so, I don't have a phone book handy, but what I do have is the 2001 postseason media guy for the Cleveland Indians. So, we'll go through and do some names and some numbers. Some of the numbers might just be the page number they're on. It might be their stats. It might be different things. We'll go through and play with different things. Okay, ready? Louis Isaac. Clarence Jones, Dave Keller, Grady Little, Charlie Manuel, Dick Pole, Joel Skinner, Ted Eulander, Dan Williams, Roberto Alomar, Danny Baez, Milton Bradley, Russell Branyan, Dave Burba, Ellis Burks, Albert Cabrera, Bartolo Colon, Will Cordero, Marty Cordova, Inar Diaz, Ryan Drees, Chuck Finley, Travis Fryman, Kareem Garcia, Juan Gonzalez, Tim Laker, Kenny Lofton, Charles Nagy, Ricardo Rincon, David Risky, Dave Roberts, John Rocker, Rich Rodriguez, Cece Sabathia, Paul Shuey, Eddie Taubensee, Jim Tomey, Omar Vizquel, Jake Westbrook, Bob Wickman, Steve Woodard. I apologize for screwing any of those up. All right. Let's do some team highlights. Okay, so these will have lots of numbers in them. 2001. For the 6th time in 7 seasons, the Indians laid claim to the American League Central Division title. Since 1995, the Indians have won the AL Central title in each season, with the exception of the 2000 campaign. The Indians compiled a record of 91 and 71.562 and finished 6 games ahead of the Minnesota Twins. The Indians went 49 for 36.576 in the first half, but entered the break trailing the Minnesota Twins by 5 games. The Indians went 42 for 35.545 in the second half, gaining 11 games on the Twins, who went 30-45 after the break, entered break at 55-32. Marked the 3rd straight season in which the club has topped the 90-win mark and the 5th in the last 7 years. The Indians went 44-36.550 at home, winning 14 of their final 21 games from home from August 14th through the end of the regular season. The Tribe's road record of 47-35.573 was the 5th best road record in the major leagues. The Indians clinched their 6th AL Central crown and guaranteed their 9th career franchise trip to the postseason on September 30th with a 9-1 victory over the Minnesota Twins. The Indians were all alone in the first place from August 12th through the end of the season and were in a share of, or in first, for 91 of the 189 days of the season, 48.1%. The Indians were not alone in first place in the AL Central from April 19th, 2000 to May 24th, 2001. From August 12th through the end of the season, the Indians were 27-19.587, The Tribe's best record of the season came on September 30th and October 3rd at 23 games above 500, 89-66, 90-67. The Indians were 29-17-6.630 over their 52nd series played. The Indians had 6 games postponed from September 11th through the 16th in Kansas City and Toronto after the national tragedy in New York, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania. Road trip was made up October 2nd through 7th. Rainout in Cleveland of September 26th was made up in Toronto on October 5th as part of a doubleheader. They won a season-high 10 straight games from April 28th through May 9th, their longest win streak since 1994, and the 18th winning streak in club history of 10 consecutive games or more. They averaged 8.6 runs a game over the streak. The Tribe won 11 straight road games from April 17th to May 16th, the longest road winning streak for the club since 1938, and was just one shy of the club record. The Indians from May 1st to 6th completed their first perfect two-city road trip since 1979 by sweeping the Royals and Devil Rays in a 3-game set, going 6-0. The Indians were just 53-52.505 from June 8th through the end of the year and were slowed by a 13-20.394 record from June 8th to July 16th. The Indians topped the 3 million mark for a franchise record 6th straight season by drawing 3,175,523 in 80 dates, 39,694. The Indians used just 24 pitchers after using a Major League record 32 pitchers in 2000. The Indians' division domination was the major factor in winning the AL Central for the 6th time in 7 seasons. The Indians went 47 for 29.618 against the AL Central this year, including a record of 14-5.737 against the Minnesota Twins. In 2000, the Indians went just 21-30.412 against their Central foes, including a mark of 5-8 against the Twins. Had 10-plus wins against each of them in the Central, with the exception of the White Sox, 9 for 10. Winning is contagious. The Indians posted their 8th consecutive winning season in 2001 and their 5th 90-plus win season in the last 7 years. The Indians now have 8 straight winning seasons from 1994 to 2001. The Indians last posted 8 straight winning seasons from 1947 to 56, 10 straight during the days of the Big Four. Since the 1994 season, the Indians are 718 for 509.585. Only the New York Yankees 1993 and the Atlanta Braves 1991 have posted at least 8 consecutive winning seasons over the same span. That was rough. Lots of numbers in there, good practice for numbers, and I'm sure that I mortified some sports fans by the way I pronounced some of these stats, so I apologize.